Okay, so in the last session we talked about basics of R, right? We talked about what is vector, what is factor, what is matrix, and what is data frame, and how to create vectors and what are the different methods, right? So based on that only we have some questions here. Just try to solve these. Find the mean of the following values of volumes. So how to find out the mean? You have a direct command, right? You have a command called as mean. With the help of that, you can go and you can directly find out the mean of these values. So, but always remember what I told you. You should not do it like this. Mean of this. What you should do is you should go here. Let me show you, and I think I have already shown you the difference between if you go and if you try to directly find out the mean, right? And if you assign and create a vector and then find out the mean, so there is actually a difference between these two. So one cannot directly go and one cannot directly find out the mean, because what's going to happen is you are going to get a different answer for that. Let me tell you what I am trying to talk about. Let me just open R Studio first, and then I will show you what I am trying to talk about. And we have already seen that actually. Yes, right. We have to create the vector, and then only you can go and you can find out the mean. That's the basic difference. Yes. So this one we have already seen. This kind of thing. Always remember, do not take direct mean. First of all, create a vector. Suppose I am creating a vector with combined, that is sync one. Done it. This is what my v is, and now go and find out the mean of that. This is what I was trying to talk about. Okay? This is the mean 151, 44. Next question. Now create a vector with name as df containing the odd numbers between 4 and 500, starting with 5 and ending with 4. So can you people try it out? Those people who remember how to create a vector in R, can you just give me the answer for this one? This second question. You need to create a vector. So can you people try it out? We have already seen this. Okay, I'm just asking you questions based on whatever we have discussed till. So it's a very simple question. This type of questions also you will be able to see in your exam. You need to create a vector with name as df containing the odd numbers between 4 and 500, starting with 5 and ending with 499. But remember what it is saying. It is saying that you need to create a vector of odd numbers, that is starting with 4. Odd numbers, so 4 then 5. Okay, so sorry, odd numbers, right? Starting with 5. So 5, then 7, then 9, then 11, then 13, and so on till 499. That is between 4 and 500, starting with 5 and ending with 499. So can you tell me which command we can make use of to solve this question? This one. You need to create a vector. How to create a vector I have already shown. But what we need to do? They are asking us to create a vector containing odd numbers between 4 and 500. So specifically they are asking for this one. Anyone? Any idea about that? We have seen this, okay? We have already discussed this particular thing. And at that time I think I have already told you that there will be a question based on this. So we need to, so they are asking create a vector with the name df. Let me tell you what it is. If you are not able to remember, see, we need to create a vector starting with 4 and ending with 499. Right? So there is a command called as sequence, right? SEQ, if you people remember. Now what SEQ want? We need to start with 5 and end with 500, between 5 and 500. But what we want here, right? Sequence, okay, Sharon is saying sequence 500, 4, 500, 2. So let me copy Sharon's answer. This is what he is saying, right? But this is not right, Sharon. So I will tell you what will happen. See, SEQ 5, 500. This is going to give you sequence starting with 5, ending at 500. If suppose if I go and if I run it, now see what you got is ending at 500 and starting at 5. This is what we got. But what we want? We want, see, but see whatever the argument we have given, okay, by 2. So Vibor is saying this one. Let me see. Let me run this one also. Whatever Sharon has said, let me run this one. See, 4 and 500 it is ending. But what we want, Sharon, we want to be ending at 499. That's why I said it is wrong. Okay. Now whatever Vibor has given this answer, let me try out this one. So Vibor, it is ending at 400, but we want to end it at what? 499. That's why both of these they are not right. Okay. Now see what will happen. 4, 500, comma by parameter is 2. If I go if I run it, now see it is ending at 499 and starting with 5. Okay. So you need to use a by parameter. And obviously, as they are asking us for creating a vector, so df is equal to just go and use a C command, that is combine. That's it. That's what your answer is. This is what your answer. Those who have installed R already, you can go and you can run this command. Okay, and control enter. Now see, if I go and if I try to see df and this control enter, I will be able to see starting at 5, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, and so on till 499. So this is the answer for this question. Okay, I hope everyone is able to understand. By is like a step size. Next one. What will be the result of the following code? This is very easy, right? Num dot a, or I hope people will remember. Num dot a of 5. What is the result of this? So I am getting the answers from the people. So let me check. 7. Sharon is saying 7. So num dot a of 5. Yes, because num dot a of 5, it is saying object num dot a not found. Let me run it first, and then num dot a 5. So see 7 we got, because indexing in case of R starts with 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's the basic difference between R and 5. That's what we have seen, right? Basic difference between R and 5, and that in case of R, indexing starts with 1. Next question. These are really easy questions, simple questions. Don't make any mistakes. Next. What will be the result of following code? Choose between two answer options. Okay, can you people tell me? Student.earth is equal to a vector. Student.earth is a vector. Okay. Now, student.matrix is equal to matrix of student.earth, and n row is equal to 5. Student.matrix. So, what will be student.matrix? That's what they are asking. Is it going to be answer A or answer B? See, you have answer A and answer B option. So, they are asking. Choose between two answer options. So just tell me what will be your answer. N row is equal to 5 they have given. And this is what your student.earth is. Okay, I am getting answers. Sharon is saying D. Right? So yes, it is right. D is right. So just try to understand. By default, matrix is going to store the numbers in the form of row by row, right? So what will happen in one column? How many number of rows are there? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is going to be in one column, and there will be another column starting with 37. You see, starting with 37. So that's why this is the answer, the correct answer. If I want to show you, if I want to go and implement it, I can show it to you in, by running it in RStudio also, just to clear the confusion if there is any. Okay, if I go here and if I try to show you, so student.earth, student.matrix, and student.matrix. Okay, let me run it separately. Okay. So student.ers is this. If I go and if I try to show you how student.ers looks like, control enter. Now these are the values, 10 values we have. Now what are they doing? They are converting student.ers into matrix. But how? In one column there are 5 rows. So run it and student.matrix will be able to see this. So see, this is the answer. That's why answer B is right. Or option B is right. Okay, if you don't want that, we have to write n row is equal to false. Yes, by default it is. Right? Are you getting? Sharon? Because there is default value. Right. Next question. Okay. Create a data frame using below two vectors. So again, it's easy. You just need to use data dot frame. That's it. Remember the command to create data frame. Data dot frame is the command. So student dot ors, run it, and suppose something like students is equal to, you just need to make use of data dot frame command, and here student dot ors comma student dot marks as simple as, and this is going to be your data frame. Students is going to be data frame. Right? This is what your data frame is. Okay, so these are the simple questions which can be solved. Okay, now moving forward, talking about data visualization, I already shown you all these things, right? Scatter plot and all those things. So what you people do now after this one is, once you get this particular PDF file, I will hope that you people will go and you will try it out. All these things you will try it out. See, and there is a plot that is called as box and whisker plot, which is actually very important. That is also given here. How to color all these things? These are just the parameters. See, what am I doing is I already talked about all these commands. Plot and points. I already told you, right? So you just need to use arguments. Color equal to red and color equal to green. That's it. You can make use of all those things and see everything in different color as per your what you can say requirement. So all these things are shown here. So I will hope that you people will go to this particular PDF as per your syllabus. There is no need to go into much deeper, right? That's why I'm not discussing all these things. But again, they are not that much difficult. It's just that you need to try out all these things. Okay, these are the graphs which can be plotted. I already told you there are different data sets which are available. This is called as box and whisker plot. I hope you remember this, and I think I already talked about box and whisker plot. Here you can see whatever you are able to see. This particular thing, this represents the minimum value, this represents the maximum value, and this represents the quartile 1, this is quartile 2, this is quartile 3, and this is going to be the outlier value, right? So quartile 1 25 percentile, 50 percentile, and this is 75 percentile. Maximum means 100 percentile, and minimum means 0 percentile, right? This one we have already discussed. So I hope you will go through this one also. And there is a simple command to plot a box and whisker plot. We have a command called as box plot. That's it. Okay. And finally, we plotted a box and whisker plot for the complete data set. So this is what I was trying to talk about. There are different carriers: 9E, AS, DL, F9. All these are different carriers. American Airlines, all those things. Okay. So I will hope you will try out this particular thing, that is data visualization. Okay, now coming to your syllabus, if you check, so they were talking about R and Python for data science. So till now we discussed R as well as Python. At least you are aware about the basics of R. You are aware about data types and data structures of R. Now talking about differences between R and Python, right? Or Python and R. Now many people ask me which one is better. So literally, if I want to tell you, one should not compare R and Python. Both of them they are good. Okay, but again, application wise, I will say that, or domain wise, I will say that there are there are a lot of domains in case of Python, or there are a lot of domains where Python can be used as compared to R. So application wise, I will say that more applications are there for Python. For example, see, if you talk about data science, machine learning, deep learning, AI, neural network. Even if you go and if you talk about gaming, you talk about web development, right? You talk about hacking. You talk about any domain. You talk about security and network security. You talk about network security. Python is going to be there, right? So that's why I said application wise, there are a lot of domains in case of Python. R can be used. Specifically, R is actually for statistics, but even Python can be used for stats, right? Generally, people who are from programming background, they will prefer R. People who are not from programming background, they people who are from programming background, they will prefer Python. People who are not from programming background, they will prefer R. But again, I will say that again, even Python is also not difficult to understand, right? So that's why I told you, even if you are aware about one of them, understanding the other is not difficult. And yes, whatever R can do, definitely Python also can do. That's why I said you cannot go and actually cannot compare it, because both of them they can be used for all, for data science or machine learning or for statistics, right? So again, and R actually works on basis of functions or methods, right? But here there are functions used. So this one is actually procedural as well as structural. You can say both of them. Python can, for both of them, Python can be actually used in both the ways. It can be used. So that is the only difference I can say between R and Python. Otherwise, one can go with any other language, right? But application-wise, definitely Python is ahead, I can say, right? But again, R can also do all the things which are required in statistics and data science now. That's why if you are aware about both of them, that always helps you, right? That's why initially I said at least we will go and we will try to just introduce both of them, and it is then up to you which one you want to make use of, right? So you, and again, it's not like that even the people who are from computer background they should only go with Python. No, not at all. Python can be used by anyone. Even people, I've seen people from belonging to different domains like even mechanical, or people who have done their commerce and then MBA and then they are using Python, because Python can be used for data visualization. For data visualization, the people like BI, like business intelligence domains, or business analysts or data analysts, they also require Python. So and again, it's easy to understand. Definitely, it's not difficult. So it all depends. It all depends on your interest actually. One cannot say that R is better or Python is better. Both of them they are good. Okay. So that's about R and Python. Now talking about this, all these things, exploratory data analysis and visualization. Right. So visualization I have already shown you in case of R how to plot the graphs. But again, in case of Python, there are different packages which are available in visualization. So what we will do is we will see just overview of all those packages. Right. I will just try to go through all those packages, and maybe uh, we will try to make use of all those things in these algorithms or techniques directly. Right? See, as per my opinion, actually, or as per my experience, one cannot directly go with dimensionality reduction technique, because one should be able to understand first of all why dimensionality reduction technique is actually required. Maybe principal component analysis is one of the dimensionality reduction technique which can be used. But obviously, before that, if you are not having an idea about why this is actually used, where it actually comes into picture, so one should be aware about these basic things. These things. See, before going to this one, I think I will have to go with this. Why machine learning applications, training versus testing, types of machine learning, supervised, unsupervised, semi-supervised. But and again classification also. That's why I say that the second unit and fourth unit is not going to take that much of time for me. Okay, that's why I said for your examination you will be having this unit and some part of this one. Maybe I will try to finish this completely also, because it will not take much of the time. Okay. So what I will do for exploratory data analysis, I will try to talk about some of the packages which you are aware of. I will just go through that. Let's see how many people are aware about that. Like, see, whenever we talk about EDA, that is exploratory data analysis. The next topic in your syllabus which is given is EDA. It stands for exploratory data analysis. Those people who are present for first of the few sessions, they might remember one flow diagram which I have shown you already, right? So for exploratory data analysis, we are going to require knowledge of we need to have some knowledge about some packages like what is numpy, why it is used, some hands-on on that. Then what is pandas package, why it is used, again hands-on on that. And again there are different packages for visualizations like there is something called as matplotlib, there is something called as cbond which one should know about, but these things they are not mentioned in your syllabus directly, but actually it should be there if you are starting as a maybe if you're starting first, for example, first time if you're starting, right? And again, there it is not like that there is matplotlib and c1 for visualization. There are different packages like cufflinks is also there, okay? And like that, other packages are also there depending on the use. That's why I told you that Python can be used in any domain. You just talk about the domain, Python is there. Even if there is IoT, Python can be used, right? Machine learning, data science. You talk about anything, Python is going to be. Okay. So to start with this, I will just give you an introduction about basic packages like NumPy. Let me go through NumPy first. Okay. So NumPy is actually a package which can be used to convert anything into array. Right? So see, till now we talked about R because it was there in the syllabus. That's why I given introduction about R. Enough introduction about R. Okay. Now, as we want to talk about exploratory data analysis and we want to talk about some techniques which can be used later on. So that's why what I will do is for that we are going to need knowledge of we need to have knowledge of about these things. NumPy, at least four packages I will try to talk about: NumPy, pandas, matplotlib, and cbond. So NumPy is a linear algebra library for Python. The reason it is so important for data science with Python is that almost all of the libraries in Py data ecosystem rely on NumPy as one of their main building blocks. So basic thing is that NumPy can be used to convert anything into array. Now the question is, why to convert everything into array? So there is a reason. Because arrays work fast. Let me tell you a simple reason. See, what happens is, if you want to compare Python like language with C or C++ kind of language, so which one is faster? Can anyone tell me whether Python is faster or C++ is faster? Can what you people know? Is Python faster or C++? C or C++ is faster, right? Sure, right. This is the faster as compared to this, right? Even though you will see that even in engineering also in many universities, you will see that this language is added in the first year itself. But let me tell you, this is faster as compared to this. But what happens is writing down the code as there are a lot of functions which are available in Python. So writing down the code in Python becomes easy. Or number of lines of code which is required in case of Python is less as compared to C or C++ kind of language. It is a structural language, right? So why it is necessary to convert why it is necessary to convert everything into arrays, because arrays are faster and NumPy or maybe NumPy is also incredibly fast as it has bindings to C libraries. So as C is faster, that's why NumPy is faster. And why NumPy is faster? Because NumPy has a binding. NumPy is having bindings to C libraries. So see what happens is as C language is faster and many of the methods or many of the packages or many of the libraries are actually developed in C language. Many of the libraries in Python are actually developed in C language. And as C and C++ is faster, and NumPy is developed in C or C++, and that's why NumPy is faster. And NumPy is used for what? NumPy is used to convert everything into arrays. And that's why for faster processing, NumPy arrays is used. That's the basic reason why NumPy is used. And again, someone is telling that Python is readable. Yes, that's also good. Good point. Python is readable. Absolutely. Okay, and that's why we are actually trying to go with NumPy. How to install it? So if you people are not aware about how to install, pip install is the command to install NumPy package. How to install it? So you need to, if you have already installed Anaconda, right? So you just need to go to Anaconda prompt, right? If you are using Anaconda's Python, and you can type a command called as pip install and name of the package. That's it. That's how you can install package. What is this? This is called as base environment. So environment is something where you have everything which is required for your particular task. So this is called as environment. Always remember. Now why am I trying to tell you this? Because in real time what happens is when we people also try to create the projects, when we people also try to solve particular problem, for a separate project there is a separate environment. And by default, what is the environment? By default the environment is base. This is the default environment. But as a user, suppose if you are working on a particular problem segment, we need to create the new environment as per the need. Always remember. Yeah. So this is the command to install any package, pip install and name of the command. Now let me, in my case it's already installed, and as I'm already using Numpy, Anaconda's Python, so it's already there. So what I will do is, I will try to go and I will try to import Numpy. So in this case, it should import Numpy successfully because as it's already there by default. If someone is using terminal, you need to install it. So import Numpy as np. So you might be knowing this particular command, right? Import is a keyword, add is a keyword, np is just alias. Alias is like another name, right? So even if you type tilde, that's also this is just another name for Numpy. And a general practice for using np. A shortcut name using for np Numpy is np. Okay, just a minute. Are you people not able to see Jupyter window? All of you able to see whatever I am trying to type? Just let me know. I mean, you are saying that data visualization window, data visualization PDF is visible. What do you mean by that? I hope everyone is able to see Jupyter notebook, right? Just maybe, I mean, you can drop off and again connect. I think you'll be able to see that. Okay. I hope everyone is able to see this window, Jupyter window, whatever I'm trying to type. So let me just run it. Okay, so import Numpy as np. This is the command to import that Numpy. Now let me show you this easy. Let's start with that. See, Numpy arrays are the main way we will use Numpy throughout the course. Numpy arrays essentially come in two flavors. So one is vectors and matrices. Always remember, vector is a 1D array and matrix is 2D array. As simple as that. Let me take a simple example. This is the list, right? My list, and this list we are going to convert. This list we are going to convert into array with the help of this command np.array. Okay, so we will take two examples for vector and for array. Suppose L1 is equal to, how to create a list? Now we can create a list like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a list. This is what L1 is. Now to convert this list into array, suppose A1 is equal to, you need to use np.array. np.array is the command to convert everything into array of L1 and shift enter. And now this is how your array is going to look like. Okay. This is a list and this is an array. So why we converted that list into array? Because processing arrays is fast as compared to other data structures. Let me create list L2. List L2 is equal to, suppose I will create it like this 1, 2, 3. So this is an example of a list inside a list 4, 5, 6, comma. Let me create 7, 8, 9. Shift enter. This is what L2 is. Now I need to convert this into array. So A2 is equal to np.array. The basic point here is always remember whatever we have seen in earlier case. In case of A1, this is actually 1D array. This is 1D array, or we call it as vector. So always remember, whenever array is starting with 1 square bracket and ending with 1 square bracket, it is vector or 1D array. Okay. And in case of 2D array, what happens is, suppose this is what my L2 is. I want to convert that L2 into arrays. Now A2 array is going to be look like this. Just observe how to identify matrix. It is going to start with two square brackets and ending with two square brackets, and that is nothing but matrix or two-dimensional array. Why am I trying to tell you this? Because many times many people confuse. They feel that even it's a 1D array, many times they will feel that even if it's a 2D array, they will feel that it's a 1D array. I will show you some examples. Okay, so np.array is the command which can be used to convert anything into array. So you talk about any data structures, you will be able to convert them into array. Why to convert them into arrays? That reason I already told you. See, if I type np and then if I go here and press a tab button, you should be able to see all the other methods which are available with the help of Numpy package. So in Numpy there are a lot of methods available. Now see, I press tab button and I am able to see all these methods. So no need to remember everything, right? You just need to know that there is a help available in Python. Suppose if you do not know what this does, you just type np.array and press shift tab. You'll be able to see a doc string. What it does is create array. And if you want to go and if you want to see more details, if it is available, you will be able to see all the details like this. So shift tab, which I have already told you. Okay, let's see what are the other things which I mentioned here. So this is what I have shown you, how to create a vector and how to create a matrix. There is something called as np.arange. So np.arange is exactly similar to range function which we have seen in basics of Python. So I mean you are asking about np.ones. So np.ones I'll be talking next. I mean, is it clear? You are asking, sir, can you explain how the rows and columns are coming in this type command? So np.ones, I'll be talking about that. 1, 2, 3, which part I didn't understand 1, 2, 3 part. Okay. See, np.ones is another command and np.array is another command. I mean, just try to understand. Okay, see, let me show you example. np.array. Okay, now here if you go and if you try to provide a list, this list will be converted into array. Instead of this list, what I have done, people try to understand, instead of this list, I already assigned a list to a variable and that variable I am passing it down here. Instead of that, if I would have passed this list as it is, instead of this variable, that's also okay, same thing. Okay, this is how we convert array. This is how we convert list into array. And whatever you are asking, I mean, you are asking about np.ones, which I did not discuss yet. I will be talking about np.ones. I hope you are able to understand np.array. We are simply converting a list into array. Is it clear? I mean, dimensions you did not understand. Okay, dimensions. See, what am I telling you is that, and why am I telling you this? So the main question is, he did not understand dimensions. See, I told you there are two types of arrays which are possible with the help of Numpy. One is vector and another one is matrix. So I was just trying to tell you that vector is 1D array and matrix is 2D array. So I was just trying to tell you that how to identify whether it's a 1D or 2D. If it is starting with one square bracket and ending with one square bracket, it is 1D array. Otherwise, it is 2D. Okay. If it is starting with two square brackets, so here, let me show you the example of array. See here. This one is starting with two square brackets, and this is just a observation. I'm just trying to tell you the experience that okay, ending with two square brackets and starting with two square brackets. Sorry, it's a 2D array. Is it clear now? I mean, is it clear about dimensions? Whatever your question was. So that's why I mean you are asking me about np.ones. I did not talk about np.ones. I mean that's why I told you np.ones. I'll be showing you. Just wait for some time. Is it clear? See, np.ones is there, but that's the next topic. You need to see zeros and ones is there. There is zeros also. There is ones also. I'll be talking about all those things. Is it clear? I mean, I will be talking about that. Any other question? Is it? See, I mean, it is that is the next topic we are going to talk about. NP dot ones you did not. I did not discuss that. You are asking me a question about that, so I did not discuss about NP dot ones yet. Just let me know. I mean, is it clear? Once I discuss that, then you have any question, then I will answer that question. Okay. So I was talking about NP dot A range. So NP dot A range is exactly similar to range. See, if you people remember range, what was happening in case of range? In case of range, we were having start, stop, and stay. So suppose I want to start with 5, I want to stop at 20, I want to give a step with 2. So what it was giving us? It was giving us a range, right? Like this 5, 7, 9. Why 5? Because starting with 5. Why after 5? Why 7? Because step size is 2. So this is start, this is stop, and this is step. That's why this one you are getting. Similarly, there is something called as NP dot A range. The only difference between the range and the A range is that range gives you the output in terms of list. A range gives you the output in terms of arrays. So see 5, 20, 2 should enter. This is the only difference. And I already told you, if your data is in terms of arrays, what will happen because of that? So Manas is saying that third parameter in the A range is step size. Yes, it is step size. Is it clear, Manas? Same thing. That's why I told this. And if you people, for example, do not remember, if suppose by chance, if you do not remember what are the arguments, just put your cursor here, press Shift Tab. You will be able to see the help, start, stop, and step. That's why I told you, you don't remember anything in Python. Help is available. Okay, so that's what the range is. Moving to the next topic. Now we will come. Now we will and say A range is very very important. Okay, we are going to require that. Now let me come to the zeros and ones. Now NP dot zeros. So NP dot zeros is going to give you array of zeros. See, if I go here and if I try to write NP dot zeros, and suppose if I write down 10, so what it will do? It will give me an array of 10 by 10. See. So it will give me one dimensional, not 10 by 10. It will give me one dimensional array of 10 zeros. That is vector, starting with one square bracket, ending with one square bracket. Right. Suppose, and again we will see how to convert 1D array to 2D array, and again how to change that. That we will be talking about later on. So see, it is giving me an array of 10 zeros. This is how you can create array. Now, whatever people were talking about NP dot ones, so this is also same thing. NP dot ones of 5, or maybe NP dot, suppose just forget about 5. NP dot ones of 10, same thing I will do. So what it is going to do is, it is going to give me 1D array. Now see, I mean, whatever you are asking me, so it has given me a vector. That is 1D array, or vector of 10 ones, because this is ones command, this is zeros, right? Now just tell me, suppose as you people have understood zeros and ones, what if I want 1D array of 10 fives? What should I do? Can anyone tell me? I want 5, 5, 5, 5, 10 times. See, zeros has given you 10 zeros. Ones have given you 10 ones. Can you people tell me what if I want 10 fives? Can anyone tell me? What can be the answer for this? I hope you people are able to understand that question. NP dot ones has given me 10 ones. NP dot zero has given me 10. Now many of you might have felt that it is like NP dot fives. So NP dot five is not there. There is only ones and zeros. That's it. If you want 10 fives, what we can do is NP dot zeros of 10. Just go here and add 5 here. You will be getting this one. Right? Or yes, that's also right, Sharan. Whatever he has said, he is saying NP dot even once, NP dot once 10. What it has given you? It has given you this. Just go here and multiply it with 5. You will get 10 fives. This is how you can do it. Right? Now let me come to the means question, whatever question was. See, okay, let me paste those questions. Okay, so this is what Amin is asking. A is equal to np dot ones 1 to 3. Can you run this and show please? So yes, I will run. Now see what will happen. I told you what np dot ones does. So see, if I go and if I run A and run. Now see what it has given you. It has given you starting with 3 square brackets and ending with 3 square brackets. So it's a 3-dimensional array. Are you getting? I mean, it's a 3-dimensional array. You can have 4, you can have 5 also. Now, why is it happening like this? If you go here, right? If you run it like this and then run it like this, so what are you going to get? See, 1 dot. So once actually gives you what? Once gives you the array. So whether it's a 1D, 2D, 3D, how many you want? So you want it like this. That's also possible. See, so it has given you 2D array. You want it 3D, so it is going to give you 3D array. If you go and if you run it, see, it has given 3D array. If you want 4D array, that's also possible. See, it has given you 4D array. Why 4D? Starting with 4 square brackets, ending with 4 square brackets. If you want 5D array, that's also possible, which you do not make use of. If you people are aware about, human eyes can see only with 3D. Is it clear? I mean, whatever you are asking, obviously it is, and that is not actually needed even in real time also. Is it clear? I mean, that's what it does. Whatever you are asking me, it is going to give what? It is going to give you 3D array. That's it. And see, don't worry about all these things. It's not that much difficult. This one, whatever you are. So, can you explain about the data types in it, unassigned, and all? Okay, let me. What do the values 3 represent? NP dot ones. So, is it not clear? I mean, 3 represents how 3D array. 4 is going to represent 4D array, and so on. First of all, let me just ask Amin. Is it clear, Amin? 3 is going to represent 3D, 4D, whatever you want. That number, last number. Okay, just a minute. I will just a minute, guys. I will mute Amin. Yes, Amin, you can unmute and ask your question. Hello. Amin, you are unmuted. Can you talk? Okay, just a minute. I think Amin is reaching. Just a minute, guys. If there are some questions, that is good. Other people will also be. Yes, Amin, you can unmute now.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Sir, so can you put np dot ones and in bracket 2 comma 2 comma 2?
But that there is no need to do that actually. See, because ultimately what is the need of creating or making use of
Sir, if I put np dot ones,
2 comma 2 comma 2, right?
sir, if I just put 2 comma 2, it will mean, yeah.
What you are asking? This is what you are asking? 2 comma 2 comma 2. So we can do that. What's going to happen is it's actually
Yes.
1 to 3 dimensional array, right? But why is it so? See, just try to look out here. In earlier example, just see how the arrays inside the array are created. If you go here with A is equal to np dot ones of what was that 1 comma 2 comma 3. So 1 comma 2 comma 3. If I go it like this and if I try to show A, now see it has given me only one complete array, right? Or it has given me only one complete array. If you are asking what this 2 is going to do, what this 3 is going to do. Suppose if I do it like this, right? Now see, same thing. Now see,
Okay, sir, understood.
what has happened? Only the elements are going to change. But even though it is like this, let me tell you that you are not going to need all these things, because ultimately what are we going to do is we are going to make use of V shape and shape. Let me tell you. Can you tell me? Can you people tell me
Okay.
what is the practical application of using arrays in Python? Can anyone tell me what is the practical application of using arrays? All these, whatever he is saying, 1D array, 2D array. Can anyone tell me what is the practical application? Any example? Any practical example where you are going to make use of arrays? Data representation. Okay, I mean that is one thing. But where are you going to make use of? Like in processing image. That's right, Sharon. That's right. Storing large data sets, forming analysis on the feature values. So whatever, yes, Sharon, that is right. Processing images. Because see, what's going to happen? Suppose you want to solve a problem. There is a video or there is an image, for example, right? Now, that image is a colorful image. In that image, there are vehicles. There is a truck, there is a car, there is two-wheeler, there is a human, there is dog, and so on. Now, our target is to identify cars only. So first of all, you need to store this image. How are you going to store that image? You are going to store that image in the form of array. But as it's a colorful image, you cannot store that image into 1D array. You are going to need matrix format. Because if you people are aware about, image is actually stored as a pixel. Image is a collection of pixels only, right? It's a collection of pixels. Each pixel represents a cell, and this each cell is represented in array. Matrix, this is nothing but matrix. Matrix is a 2D array. That's why I told you in 1D array you cannot store the image. And if it's a black and white image, you can use 0 to 56 numbers. And if it is not a black and white image, it's a color image, then you will be having different numbers. So the practical application of arrays is that if you want to do object detection in image, if you want to do object detection in videos, arrays can be used. Even if you talk about deep learning, even if you talk about neural network, the basics of neural network is NumPy only. It is going to be NumPy only. That's why this NumPy package is very important. NumPy is very important. And whatever I am trying to talk about this one, whatever you people are able to see this thing, it is nothing but what? This is the array only. It is just a representation, right? I hope it makes sense to everyone. If anyone is having any doubt, just please ask me. Sharon is asking, can you explain about the data types in it? So see, by default, you will see this 1 dot, 2 dot, these are the data types. So again, if you want to go and if you want to change that, that's also possible, Sharon. I told you, just go here, press shift tab button, you will be able to see D type, right? If you want to go and if you make it as int, Sharon, if you make it as int, you will be able to see, you will not be able to see 1 dot, something like that. You will be able to see only 1. If I go and if I try to run it, see, you'll be able to see 1 only. Is it clear, Sharon? By default, it is decimal. But if you want to change that data type, you can change that. Just let me know, Sharon. Is it clear? So, shift tab, everything is available. Unsigned means what? There is no sign, right? Unsigned integers. Plus, minus, there is no sign. Okay. Number system, are you people not aware about it? Unsigned. Yes. Anyone, can you tell me unsigned? Signed integers, unsigned integers, are you people not aware about it? Basic number system. Right? Yeah. There will be no sign positive. Okay. So that's what. Try to understand why arrays are important. Okay. So I hope everyone is able to understand zeros and ones. Now why? Now see, as I told you, it is going to help you to create 1D array. But even you can go and you can create 2D array also like this. See, np dot zeros of, suppose if I go here and if I try to show 10 comma 10. Now see, I think it will give us error. Let me check. Yeah, see, data type not understood because as we want to create a matrix or 2D array, we need to give correct brackets. And now see, 10 zeros and 10 columns will be able to see. Similarly, you can go and you can do it for np.1 also. So use the brackets correctly. So whatever you people were asking me, you were giving the input as a list, right? That's a different thing, obviously. This is going to create 2D array. See, starting with 2 square brackets and ending with 2 square brackets. Same is the thing for np.1 also. We'll be able to set. If you want to do it for another thing, and you want a 2D array of 100 files, that's also possible. Like this. Okay, so these are the basic things one needs to remember. Okay? I hope everyone is able to understand till this point. So yes, I think it's time, so we'll stop here for today. Maybe in the next session we will continue, right? If anyone any question, you can ask. Okay.